All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the webinar today. This is Tom Randall, and it's my pleasure to share with you some information today about our referral program. And this is called the Longevity Planning Referral Program, and basically it encompasses long-term care, and it looks at the health and the overall situation with family and income and all the fun things that have to do with planning today in America. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and hopefully by the end of this short webinar today, you're going to see just the power of what we have to offer with this program, because any of you who are on this who know me at all from the 24 plus years I've worked here at GoldenCare know that, I'm really passionate about long-term care, and I'm passionate about helping Americans. And we know right now there's a lot of gray hair in America, and there's a lot of seniors out there turning 65, turning 70 every day. And the scary thing about it is we're in a weird time right now with COVID and everything else thrown into the mix. We really have a huge responsibility for all these Americans out there. The last stats we always talk about, there was a nationwide retirement and institute did a Harris poll that said 61% of people out there would rather die, literally put a knife to their neck, die, than go to a nursing home. And that's a huge deal when you really look at it, because I've been doing this a long time, and I'll tell you, there's been stats out there all the time talking about how people don't want to go to a nursing home, and they want choice, and they want independence. And we've always educated agents on the fact that you need to have choice and independence. The main reason people buy long-term care insurance. And again, long-term care insurance, it's not nursing home insurance. It's insurance really built to give you the option to choose and to make the best choices at the time of care, and hopefully keep you out of that nursing home if that's a big fear of yours. But we also need that as part of the catastrophic coverage if you're healthy enough at the time to buy it, et cetera. So the big thing you've seen out there, not only do I get to have the pleasure of working with GoldenCare and a great team of people at different companies and GoldenCare team itself to build different types of policies out there over the years, not only long-term care, probably 7 or 8 generations of long-term care plans that I got to help design, but also lots of other peripheral products to help complement people who maybe aren't healthy enough to get long-term care. And I love that part of my job, but more importantly, I had the pleasure of going out and doing over 100 consumer seminars over the years, and we used to do a lot of those. And I'll tell you, it was always kind of weird, because when I'd give the seminar, and we had great success with it, and people were really, you could tell they really needed this information. But when I turned around, I always realized there was a lot of people who just couldn't qualify for long-term care, and I always felt bad for that. So we've really expanded. If you've been following GoldenCare, we have a lot of peripheral products out there, a lot of different things we can do for people at any different health level. But by and large, what we want to do is get people early enough to take the opportunity to be educated about long-term care and longevity planning overall. And that's where my passion developed into helping design this program you're looking at today. It's really such a huge necessity, because nowadays, the underwriting for long-term care hasn't gotten any easier. The products certainly aren't any less confusing than they have been, right? It's a very confusing product line. And basically what we're seeing today is that now you need special certifications because of partnership laws and special CE, and there's a lot of hoops to jump through just to become an agent to go out and represent this. And then you got people who are looking those legacy block of business out there, and they're saying, I don't know if I want to deal with that legacy block of business, because I've heard long-term care, you end up having huge rate increases, and that we know as agents, and we can train you that isn't as big an issue today with the products the way they're priced today. But it is something that a lot of agents stepped away, and a lot of agents started selling Medicare, and they started doing other things, and that's great. As long as you're out helping people, I'm all for it. But what I do want you to know is, if you can see my screen there, this program, whether your primary market's final expense, Medicare, annuities, life insurance, whatever it might be, this is really a great opportunity for you to go out and earn some great money by using this referral system. And that's really what it's for. So I want to make sure, as I show you this, there's 10,000 baby boomers out there turning. 70% of the people out there are going to need some type of long-term care. They're going to need some type of care in their life. And you know what? 90% of adults in America have never had a conversation with a specialist on what exactly they need to plan for. And that's what we're trying to solve with this program. So if you go to the website, and I'm not going to read this word for word for you by any stretch, but I do want you to know we put a lot of time and energy into making this program as turnkey as possible for you. And hopefully you'll see this might be a great opportunity for you to earn some great extra income and, again, help a lot of people at the same time. So if you go on the website, you'd see this is not a consumer site. This is more of an agent site to become a referring partner. And that's kind of who my audience is today, talking to you about that. And I'll get more into that later on as well. But if you go to the actual site, integrityltcdirect.com, we can mirror these sites and we can custom design and do some different things. So keep that in the back of your mind for different circumstances. But by and large, this is the main site you can go to, and everything's mirrored off of this. Talks about what longevity planning is. Then it goes through and has a couple paragraphs talking about why it's important today and why this program might be attractive for a lot of agents who are maybe not doing long-term care anymore, or getting away from it, or just mainly wanting to see if they can help people, but they don't want to keep up with all their certifications in certain states even. So if you look at this, it says you don't need the education. You don't have to become a longevity planning specialist. There's no contracts or certifications to worry about like we talk about. And the nice part about this is we really thought this through. We have a fiduciary responsibility letter. So if you really want to have people, you can see down here in the boxes, there's a sample communication letter talking about what a great thing this is for the family of the people you're helping. Even if you didn't help them yourself, at least you steered them to somebody who could educate them about longevity planning. So if you go to this first thing where you can see it's on the home site here, it has a bunch of different things. It has a great example just to show you. Tell you what, if you go out and use this program and you put somebody's name in there and become a referral partner and you send in a lead, if you just looked at a 65-year-old married couple in Illinois and they bought a typical long-term care plan, you as the referral partner could make like $1,200 off that. That number is going to vary a little bit, obviously, but I'll tell you what, this isn't one of those programs that you sure refer somebody and then get a $50 bill and then 100 different people call them. One of the things that I like about this program is that it's really geared towards the ultimate consumer at the end, where you not only make a great referral fee potentially, but those people are not going to get called from 10 different people. We actually assign, and I'll get into showing you that later on about the team and stuff, is that we assign really one of our career agents here at GoldenCare, and we are top of the line. These folks have been around a long time, and they've done tons and tons and millions of dollars of sales. So they really understand how to help people, how to look at their health and design a plan that's going to work for them and pivot to some other plans as well. And I'll show you that in just a couple seconds too. But I just want you to know your referrals are really in good hands, and you have the chance to make a lot of money and help them, most importantly. Excuse me. So if you page down here and you look, you can see a 2-minute video. I'm not going to make you watch it now, but it's a nice little 2-minute short cartoon video type thing that shows you a method to our madness on why we created this program, kind of reinforcing what I told you in the intro. But it's definitely well worth a listen if you go to the site. Then we have a simple how-to of the program, frequently asked questions, talking about longevity planning. These tabs are up here as well, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. Then it teaches you how to get started in the program, and then there's that fiduciary responsibility letter you can see just to help you out in case years from now clients, families look at you and say, boy, Jim, you helped us with all these different things. You had our property and casualty insurance and our health insurance, and you never brought up long-term care. Why not? Now Dad had a stroke and he's in the nursing home and we're spending all of his money. Why didn't you offer up some help in that area? That's what this letter down here can help you do, to kind of alleviate that responsibility by letting people know that you did help them out and you did try to get them educated. Okay. So that being said, if you go up here, that's the home page, longevity planning. Again, this isn't a consumer site. This is more for you if you're really on the outside looking in. As an agent, you don't know a lot about what long-term care and longevity planning is about. This odds chart says it all, right? I told you the fact 70% of the people out there are going to need some type of care. You can look at this and say the chance of having a fire is pretty low. The chance of having a car accident is pretty low. But when we're talking about long-term care events, it's pretty high. If you live long enough, you're almost bound to have one. So it is something that's nice to insure against. And it talks about different stats here and reminds you how easy this program is. Okay, and again, I'm not reading it word for word in this training. How it works is one of the areas that you're going to spend a little bit more time here on this call. And basically, you can go to Get Started in 4 Easy Steps. And I'll give this a second because your computers will be a little bit slower than mine popping it up. But basically, if you can see my screen here, if you click on the 4 easy steps, this is a big part of the program, again, just to show you how simple it is. Step 1, sign up to be a referral partner. Okay, and I'm going to show you this online form in a couple minutes here. Then step 2, have a chat with your client. One of the things we want you to know in this program is if you're out selling Medicare SUPs or MAs or any other type of insurance, or even if you're a home health care agency or something, we just want you to go out and do what you do every day. We want you to go out and use this program just as a nice support or a side or a niche for what you're already doing, okay? If you're an insurance agent, when you get done with the sale and you're making the delivery of your med sup or whatever it might be, all you have to do, and we give you everything you need right here on the site. It literally is so easy to start these conversations. All you do is finish it up saying, all right, glad we got that taken care of, Jim and Sally. By the way, before I let you go, I ask all my clients, want to make sure you got your long-term care taken care of, you got a policy in place. And if they say, I don't know what you're talking about, or yes or no, or whatever it might be, you know what? All you have to do is pivot and say, you know, it's one of the things that's a little bit outside my wheelhouse. I don't sell it myself because there's a lot of moving parts to it, but it is really important today. 70% of the people are going to need it at some point in their life. So I really recommend we have a service that we have with some top professionals in the industry who do a good job of just educating you, showing you some opportunities and educating you about some of the reasons you might want this coverage. And it's called a referral program. If you don't mind, I'm going to set it up and I'm going to get you set up and have somebody reach out to you and educate you a little bit about it. There's no obligation or anything. Does that sound okay? It literally can be that easy. If you ask every person there, that's sales 101, right? It's just a numbers game, and sooner or later people will say, well, thanks, I appreciate that. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to get educated, okay? Then you go to the online form and you sign them up, and I'll show you that too. Literally, both these steps take about 2 minutes each. It's very, very quick, okay? So you'd fill out the online form that I'll show you later, and step 4 is my favorite. At that point, you just sit back and wait for your referral fee, right? That's how simple this program can be. So we do have extra steps in here if you want to. If you want to roll up those sleeves and take full advantage and make the very, very most of this program, I highly recommend it, and a lot of people will once they start out on the simple thing, doing my day-to-day. Then we'll show you how we have emails available and phone scripts, and we have ways to show you how to data mine to get people's birth dates and different ways to go out there and make the very most of this program, okay? And this program's pretty much brand new. We're really designing it on the run here, and I'm excited about it. Just had a call with our administrator today, and Corey Fountain does a great job for us, and I just had a call with her talking about how we can take this program and have some different things for home health care agencies or insurance agencies that they would have. If you have any walk-in traffic or if you're out seeing people, we'd have little postcards that talk about needs. We already have a piece designed, the top reasons to buy or to look at and be educated about long-term care insurance. But we'll have some different things like a business card size and a postcard size and things that people can fill out later, different ways that we can have to really help you make more money in the referral program and obviously help those folks get educated and protect themselves and their loved ones. So we're pretty excited about that. Basically, we have the 4-step process like I told you about. And I do want to take a step to show you just how easy this is. But before I go into the form and show you that, I'm going to come back to it to show you how easy it is. I want to show you that we also have frequently asked questions you can check out, program tips and partner pro tips that we talked about. We have testimonials on here that'll talk about the program itself and why it works so well. And then I'm going to come back to show about the team that I talked about in just a second. Otherwise, this Get Started is just a button to show you how to become a referral partner, and the Submit Referral is how to submit a referral or an actual lead once you get to that point. So basically, step 1 we talked about was going to the online form, and I'm just going to do that real quickly now to show you how easy this is. I'm going to go through this, and I'll probably hunt and peck a little bit and be slow, but even with my slow filling this out as I go, you're going to see just how fast it is and how easy it is. All I did is went to the 4 easy steps and clicked Get Started, or I could go over here and click Get Started. And this is for you as a referral partner, the first time you do it. So I might put down, I'm just going to use my name so my team knows it's me, and put down your email address. And can't spell Yahoo apparently. There we go. Then I'll put down my work number. This would just be my regular business number that I might have. the key is right here on the cell phone, and we make it pretty clear. It's a required field, and we talk about we use this. We track your commissions or referral fees later based on your cell phone. So this is a really important field for you. So you want to make sure when you put this in, you put this in very, very carefully and correctly so we know your cell phone number later on when you submit a lead. Okay? So then you're going to put down what state you're in. This is basically just to check our oil to make sure we can track you down later. I'm just going to put North Dakota for this example. And then we have some basically marketing things. And these seem putsy, but you know how it is in marketing. You want to kind of track what's going on and where we're getting this information about you as this program expands. So we do ask you to take a second to say whether you're an agent, a professional, an individual, or whatever it might be. If I click on agent, it might ask, or it will ask, who's my platform partner or primary MGA. Now, we're part of the Integrity family of companies. We're really proud of that. There's about 85 of them and growing all the time. So we're using this as part of our Integrity partnership as well. So if you don't have somebody that you're part of a partner or you have a big primary MGA, you can just type none. Otherwise, you just type it in there so we can track that. How did you hear about the program? Same thing here, Marketing 101, right? Did you get it from a platform partner? Was it a personal referral, social media, whatever it might be? Personal referral, if you click that, it'll say who was it. And I'm going to put down Jim Bob Johnson told me about it. Again, this is just doing marketing stuff. It only takes a second, not a big deal there. Communication method referral used. This is just letting us know, did he email you, call you, whatever it might be. Okay? So you can see there, that was pretty fast. If I wasn't explaining it, it was really fast. Then we have the terms and conditions. You can see, very easy to read. Click on there that you've read them. If you want to download them, you certainly can. Click on here and it'll open a PDF. Then we have an approved product list. And basically what this is to let you know that we're not going out there and saying, thanks a lot for that person's name. We're going to go sell them annuities and we're going to sell them long-term care and then we're going to sell them auto insurance and we're going to keep them in our database and sell them everything under the sun. This program is made to help people. So basically what it is, we have an approved product list right there on the site. And you're going to see, obviously, our primary is Mutual of Omaha Long-Term Care. We helped design that product, so it's definitely our premier product. But we also have other long-term care options. We've got a hybrid option. And then we've got some other products down here that I want you to understand as an agent or as a referring partner. The reason we have these other products on here is that we want your referred leads. We want to help as many people as possible. Remember when I said I did those live webinars or live seminars for consumers? You know, a lot of times somebody come in and it's like, boy, I can tell already from they're on crutches or they're in a wheelchair, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to help them with long-term care insurance. The underwriting, these pay out so many claims, the underwriting's a little tougher. So nowadays what we have is a full bevy of products, and we use what's called a pivot presentation technique, where we go in and start talking to people and educating them after the warm-up about this. You buy these products these days more with your health than with your checkbook. So let's talk a little bit about your health so I have a good idea what to design for you. And our longevity specialists are really, really good at this, where they're going to be able to help people and make them feel good about their choices based on what their health will allow them to qualify for underwriting-wise. So if they're not healthy enough to get these primary products, we have great products down here like the short-term care products. We have critical cash, which we help design for people who are a little less healthy than long-term care candidates. And then we have some home health care plans. And what's cool about this nowadays is there's such good products out there. We've got something called True Freedom, which is a prepaid home health care plan that even if somebody's in a wheelchair and really at the end of their health, where they just, as long as they're not literally getting care that day, you can get somebody in and get them a program here. And True Freedom would be a great opportunity for those folks. So we have some great products there. And then I'm going to go back to the site real quick. I'm sure you're seeing this. So now there's that information there. Download the approved product list. Then we have our privacy policy for the website, etc. And you'll notice it's like, Tom, where are the commissions? The reason we don't do commissions is that we let this out for a broad audience. So basically, the way this works, it's called referral fees because it's a referral program. You don't have to be an agent who's appointed and everything else with this program. And basically, it's paid based on these states. We don't have the actual commission percentages on there, but whoever sent you to the site will tell you what they are, and I can show you that as I close up today in a couple minutes, okay? So all you need to know is that based on not where you live, Remember, not where you live, but where the referred lead person lives. So the person I'm referring, which I'll show you in a second how to do that, based on where their resident state is how you get the referral fee payment. So if they live in a blue state here, this program is called a Key 1 state, and those are paid upon sale. So if I have somebody in Minnesota that I refer to the program, the longevity specialist contacts them, shows them a great option, they buy a policy, then I can make a really nice percentage off that. That was that example, that $1,200. If you had somebody in Illinois who bought a regular mutual plan, you could make 12 or 13, maybe more on that sale based on what they buy. So it's a percentage of the sale. Okay. If you have somebody who has a resident state in one of the white states here, then we're not allowed to pay based on a sale, but we pay based on just a regular referral. So as soon as you send that in, that one would qualify for the next pay period to get paid as a referred lead. So you're going to get a referred lead fee on those for these different states based on where the resident themselves or the lead themselves live. Does that make sense? So once you get through referral commissions, you'll see all these different products broken down showing exactly how much you'd make on this program. Give you a little heads up on this. We do expand this program. We have very, very flexible commissions. So if you're somebody out there who has the ability to say, you know, I have a big agency and I have a lot of little agencies below me, could I introduce this program to them? I'm a big med sup producer, whatever it might be, or I have a home health care reach out where I can talk to people who make decisions at home health care agencies, whatever the case may be. We have flexible commissions, and I can literally pay it up to 4 or 5 levels if we need to. So people can make a little bit different on the referral fees based on what level we want to set them up on. So I'll just have a conversation with you about that privately, and we'll set that up for you, and it's turnkey after that. Excuse me again. All right. I've been in meetings all day, so I'm losing my voice, but I do want to tell you, we have marketing pieces here. If you do decide that you want to have for yourself to talk you into taking the next step, or if you have other people below you that you want to have them become referral partners, these again are for referral partners. Talking about, hey, 70% of the people need it, 90% have never discussed it. If not you, who will help? And it shows a referral fee example, etc. If you ever wanted to go big time with this, we can custom design all these pieces for you and put your contact information on there. If we had somebody sitting in a state, these can vary a little bit, but we have a $70 example here for those white states I showed you, that if you get just a referred lead right away, $70 for that referred lead card. And again, there's some room to move above that for referral fees for folks above that if we need to. So a lot of big flexibility we can chat with you about. And this other piece is just saying the old Ben Franklin close. 70% of the people need it. 90% have never had a chance to discuss it. Let's look at the math, boy. Our obligation on our side, we handle all these different steps all the way through. All you have to do is send us your referral and receive your referral fee. That's how easy it is, okay? So we have this built now with a $1,200 example down here, so we have some room to move on the marketing side as well. So this can be very easy for you. And once you sign up and do what the steps I just showed you on the website, you'll get a little starter email, and that'll show you all these different things about the steps in the process, okay? And I won't read all that to you as well, but I did want you to see it on this call. So at this point, oops, now I got to show that I'm not a robot again. All I've done is filled out this little form. It took me about a minute. Oh, you know what? It said it's already been used. So this system is better than I thought. I must use the same exact code on a different webinar. It's pretty good. I had no idea what that was. 651-222, let's go 9988. I bet you I haven't used that one. See what happened there, you guys? It shows that if I accidentally put a cell phone number for somebody that already is in the program. So now I'm going to go down here again, say I'm not a robot, and we'll see what happens. All right. Here it is. It says Integrity Direct Longevity Planning Referral Program. Thank you for registering for our referral program. You will receive that welcome kit. Remember I showed you that little welcome thing? You'll get an email from that. So it just reminds people to be on the lookout for it. Okay? Then right there, if you do it, right on the spot, if you have somebody to refer, you can click the Submit Referral here, or you can go back up to the head of the website and click Submit Referral. But either one you click, I'm going to show you really quickly how fast and easy this is. When you click the Submit Referral, hopefully you guys can see this. You send your referral info in. It's easy. Do it now. First thing they're going to ask for is what? My cell phone number, right? So as the referring partner, I'm putting my cell phone number in there. Then it's going to say my first name. The reason I'm putting my first name is if I mistype my cell phone number up there accidentally because I was in a hurry or not thinking straight, this is just a way to make sure we pay the right people. Okay? So this is just a real quick to say, hey, help us out here in case you type something in wrong. We'll know where to find you. Okay? So now I put in North Dakota. I think I put that in last time. And then the reason here it asks if I'm an agent is it says, do I want to use that fiduciary responsibility letter, yes or no? Okay, that's the reason it asks on this one. Okay, you don't have to do it. You'll read that and see if you want to use it or not. Okay, so that's how quick that top part is, and then it comes down to the referring person itself. Now this one is Barry Monster. I'm going to make sure that my team knows that it's probably a fake name. And then we put in 03, 08, 1965, which makes, what, 56? Put down male. See how fast this is? Literally first name, last name, date of birth, which is nice. Male or female. Do you have any health information? Notice I can put no here. There's no problem. If I put yes, it'll have height and weight, tobacco, and do I know any health information? That's great. It just helps. The more information it has helps every sale as they get through the warm-up and stuff. It helps that agent talk to the person who's the referral. But if you click no, that's no problem too. We don't want you to go too far out of your way. If you don't feel comfortable asking, don't worry about it. It doesn't have an asterisk. You don't have to answer that question. Does your referral person have a partner? Yes or no? If you put yes, obviously it'll pop up a couple more boxes. If you click no, it won't. Then we do ask that you definitely give the referral's phone number, okay? Because you're going to want to make sure you ask that person and say, hey, somebody's going to give you a call here. Are you okay with that? Okay, so in this example, I'm going to go 763-222, so my team knows it's not a real one. Then it's going to ask what state they're in. This is very important, right? Because what do we decide based on where that resident lives? We decide how your referral fee works. So based on whichever one it is, that's what bases here. So we want to make sure you fill that out. So Illinois no pays on a sale, for example. Okay. Then the best time to call. It's not absolutely required, but I definitely teach people, try to use it. You know what? It's a nice service for both sides of the envelope, right? If you have somebody, you say, would you rather be called in the morning, the afternoon? What's best for you? Just helps not only have our agent connect quicker with them, but it also is nice for the referring partner, referring lead themselves, right? As they get to tell what time they prefer to be called. Then it says, can you share any additional contact information? Again, this one is not required, you guys, but I'll tell you what, I definitely, Sales 101, tell you, it's really nice to have. So if you're a referring partner, I always urge people, take the time to do this. Put in their email address, put in their cell phone, because you know what's nice? If you have a cell phone, a lot of times an agent will call and then they'll say, I don't recognize that area code, so I'm not going to pick up the phone. Well, then if they get a text message saying, hey, I'm Stephen Loveless, I'm going to call you about your longevity or long-term care planning based on the referral from Jim Johnson, then all of a sudden that clicks and people will say, oh, okay, you know what, go ahead and call me back. So it's a nice way, the cell phones especially, and even the emails are nice to have. So if you have the ability to do it, I definitely would love for you guys to make it easier for our team and easier for your referring leads themselves. Same thing with the any notes. It's not required, but this shows you right here. It's amazing how much that helps. If they have children or grandchildren, if they golf every day, any little thing that might help in the warm-up. So I recommend you definitely take the time to fill that out. It definitely helps on both sides, but it's not required. We want to make this as easy or as powerful as you want to make it yourself. Okay? Then after that, you just click that you're not a robot again, and then you submit the lead, and you're done. And you know what? If that all worked and I didn't skip anything, it should come back and say thank you for your referral. Our specialist will take it from here. Okay? So the last thing I'm going to show you, I just showed you how simple the program is, and hopefully you saw that. I do want to show you a little bit on our team. I'm going to give yourself a sec because your computer will take a second to pop up because there's pictures here. But basically, I want to show you this program is literally about helping people. And we want to show you that we have a nice team of people who are our longevity specialists. And again, these are our GoldenCare team of agents who I know almost all of them really personally, and they're very good people and they're out to really help. So if you click on Stephen Loveless, for example, it has a nice picture of his family. Stephen's a great guy, and it talks about how he's been doing long-term care a long time. and that he is in the business of helping people, okay? The reason I popped up one particular agent is the first time you send in a referred lead, then our team is going to go in and assign that to a longevity specialist. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to have that same longevity specialist be there for you in the future. So it's kind of cool for the fact that as soon as you send in your first one, let's say they look at it and say, Stephen Lovelace is up on the dock, we're going to give him that lead. Then they assign Stephen that lead, and Stephen sends you a quick email saying, hey, I got your first lead. Hopefully it's the first of many. In the future, if you want to, go ahead and tell people that most likely a guy named Stephen Lovelace is going to be the one calling them. And my area code, by the way, is 270. So that'll help next time you send in another lead to tell the people ahead of time, hey, this isn't going to be somebody calling you for trying to sell you a timeshare or something. This is going to be a guy named Stephen Lovelace, almost for sure. It may not be him, but most of the time it'll be Stephen calling you. And his area code's 270. So hopefully it'll work out where he's the one to call you. And if you recognize that area code, for sure, pick up the phone, because he's there to help. And he'll explain that to you right away. And he'll bring up my name, so you'll know he's there to help you. Okay? So that in a nutshell, again, I can't stress enough how simple the program can be. I didn't have time on this call to go through and show you the advanced stuff, and I didn't want to. I want you just at this point to see how easy it is. Take the opportunity, sign up, become a referral partner. If you know a bunch of other agents, or if you're a part of a big agency and you've got people below you that you want to say, you know what, I wouldn't mind if they found people and I want to make a little bit of a referral fee override, we call it, I can do that. I can set this program up to be very, very flexible on the commission side of it, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about that to show you just how easy it is to do that. So that being said, I'm going to let you go because I'm at my half-hour mark, but I do want you to know, thanks a lot for attending. That's the most important part, but the next step really is up to you. Okay, go check out that website at Integrity LTC Direct. We have the ability to mirror websites and do a lot of things to custom design this, use your logo, whatever it might be. If that's what you want to do, we'll find a way to make it happen. But most importantly, we just need you to take the first step so we can start helping people and you can start making some good money for your efforts on referring people. So here's my name again, Tom Randall, and my email address is right there, and my phone number is right there as well. Okay. Call me. That's my direct line. If you hit my voicemail, I promise I'll get back to you. If you want to find out more about this program, if you want to find out how to make different levels of commissions or referral fees, that's great too. I'd be glad to talk to you about it. So that being said, I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you again for spending some time with me today. And again, this is Tom Randall from GoldenCare. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate your time. Have a great day.
Check out our website, integrityltcdirect.com, or give us a call at 888-306-9217.